Well, hey, diet disruptors, Carrie here. And for those of you that are watching the video of this, you're like, okay, what is Carrie wearing? I have my Nitro Nation t-shirt. I have my K Nation Health Pro hat, and I am going to explain to you what the heck this Nitro nutrition movement is all about. I mean, we're disruptive nutrition, and we all know that. We are all diet disruptors. So what is the difference between nitro nutrition and disruptive nutrition? And what is Carrie doing with this? Like, what is this all about? So I cannot wait to share with you a little bit more about this project, this movement that's been really years in the making that I get to be a part of. And so if you are joining me live or even on the replay, I would love for you to type in the words Nitro effect. The Nitro effect is something that we are going to talk about and we are going to share and we are going to learn. So I'm really excited about this whole thing that I've been doing. So let me give you guys a little bit of background. Back years ago, when I started getting a hold of my health and understanding the concept of how food is fuel, and it changed my life, I knew I had to share it. And as an educator, as someone that gets really passionate about the things that she loves and wants to be able to share with others, I was like, okay, I got to figure out how to be able to tell people about this. Now, what's really interesting is that this concept of using food as fuel is not like something I made up. It's not something that's a trendy diet. It's actually been decades of research and implementation by my very good friend, Mark Mcdonald. Now, Mark Mcdonald is a celebrity nutritionist and New York Times bestselling author. He wrote the book Body Confidence. You can go into our website, into our shop, and see the book right there. Mark is amazing. If you've ever seen him, if you've ever watched a video, if you've seen interviews that Mark and I have done together, you see a bundle of energy. I can't even begin to tell you that that is not an act. That is exactly who Mark is. So when I understood and started learning about food being fuel, I learned it through a health coach that was certified through Mark. And I thought that was interesting because I really wanted to be able to share this with others. I wanted to dig in deep and learn more. And remember, I was an educator. And so teaching is my superpower. And I knew I could teach this in a really simple way. I was also a mindset coach, a behavior specialist. And what I started realizing as I was getting really passionate about this topic was how much women needed around behavior change for the long term and sustainability. And through that whole process, Coach Carrie turned into disruptive nutrition. And it was a powerful time in my life. It was so empowering and exciting and also really scary. But as I grew disruptive nutrition, I had gotten certified through Mark's program as well. He runs and CEO of Venice Nutrition, and he coaches people and trains coaches. And I got my certification through him. He was sort of like my idol, right? And as disruptive nutrition started to grow, as I was able to really hone in on my skill set around being an educator and a behavior specialist and a mindset coach, along with my newfound passion and understanding of the body and nutrition, it started growing and it started getting better and better, more traction. My coaches then, who were clients and said to me, Carrie, I love this. I need to support other people in this, came on board. They got certified through Mark's certification program as well. And so as my kind of commitment to Mark's approach became more obvious, Mark's wife, Abby, called me and said, what are you doing? We are really interested to see what's going on with disruptive nutrition and how you're teaching, what you're doing, and how we can support you. So that was a few years ago, and Mark connected with me directly. I was like a fangirl. I was like, oh my gosh, it's Mark Mcdonald and he's talking to me. And he literally called me the best health pro he's ever worked with. He was so impressed with what I've been able to do in taking this knowledge and being passionate about it and building disruptive nutrition. So we have been working for years. And his whole mission is twofold. One, it is to help the world win with food and their bodies and their goals, to stop the dieting, to understand more about food and how it fuels your body. And I am right aligned with that. On top of it, I'm also a woman. I always say to Mark, you're not a woman. You just don't have that knowledge base about what we go through in so many ways. And so I take that knowledge as a woman who struggled, who had mindset issues, who is also a behavior specialist, and really was able to develop a program that was unique and based on Mark's science and work for honestly 25 years. Mark has been doing this and refining it for 25 years. And so as we were talking and said, we got to collaborate, we got to work together, we got to figure out how we can get more people understanding this. That's his first goal. And his second goal was around the health pro. So he certifies thousands and thousands of health pros. And one of the issues is it's hard to be a health pro. It is very hard to be a health and nutrition coach and to win, to be able to make a sustainable income and living for your family. And that has always bothered him. And he always wanted to figure out ways that he could help coaches continue to prosper. And when he saw what we were doing at Disruptive Nutrition, he was like, yes, this is the kind of thing I want to be able to help health pros be able to build and do. So we've been talking about this for a long time, collaborating and sharing. And what we knew we needed was a global partner. We needed a partner that was going to be able to work with us to be able to, bring to the world access and opportunity to understanding food. And we needed to be able to help health pros win in a way that's never been done before. And so that's where Kyani came in. Kyani is a health and wellness company that has been around for 13 years. And they literally, their entire mantra is bringing hope through wellness and opportunity. That's amazing. Mark's daughter's name is Hope. And so there was a synergy there right away. And when Mark called me and he said, Carrie, I think this is it. Mark's whole life has been researching the impact of nitric oxide as well as blood sugar stabilization, because nitric oxide is around improving our circulation. It is the molecule of life. Everything happens in our blood. And so those two things have been a passion of his. And so Kyani has a very small line of health and wellness products. And we believe very much being smarter and not larger. We have to just be smarter in what we're doing for supplements. They have exactly the gap fillers that we need to bring in addition to our food. Nitric oxide, collagen, a really high quality plant-based protein shake, vitamins and minerals with superfoods that are anti-inflammatory. We call their whole products the Nitro effect, because every single one of them work together to be able to boost our nitric oxide. I did a podcast on sorting out our supplements, so you can go back and listen to that. But I want you to think about the fact that that was called the Nitro effect. And so as we were planning, as we were talking more about this, we realized that this was really our platform to bring our approach to the world. And so was born the Nitro Nutrition movement. And the Nitro Nutrition movement is a powerful way that we can globally help people learn about food, help people win with their nutrition, help people understand why dieting is so bad, and help the health pro to win. And that is a multi-layered approach that is exciting and purposeful, and exactly what Mark has been hoping for so many years. And for me to have the success that I've had in my business, to be able to work alongside him to help him build this, has been a dream come true. Now, the Nitro Nutrition movement allows people in a very different way to be able to understand the concepts that I teach at Disruptive Nutrition, around PFC every 3, around how to win with your food, around why diets fail, all of the aspects that Mark has taught. Mark, his program is thousands and thousands of dollars. Our program is from hundreds to thousands of dollars. And of course, you get something special and different when you're working with me and my team, or when you're working with Mark. And we completely recognize that that is an opportunity that not everybody needs or can take advantage of. We really focus on women ages 35 to 55, even higher, really. And, we're really focused on that busy working mom. There are so many people beyond that scope that need to learn about food, worldwide. We focus mostly with US based clients. And so, Mark has always said, like, you can't get to everybody. I can't get to everybody, but together we can start a movement that can get to everybody. And so that's what the Nitro Nutrition movement is about. We have partnered with Kyani to bring Nitro Nutrition to the world. We are globally launching a program with products and a community that people from literally anywhere, 54 countries is where Kyani is located. Mark and I couldn't have done that on our own. We needed a catalyst. We needed that group that was committed to this lifestyle, to blood sugar stabilization, to nitric oxide, to say, yes, the approach that you teach is the only approach that we are going to recommend. It's the only approach that we are going to stand by. And we need you guys to help us bring it to the world. And so the Nitro Nutrition movement gives you access to understanding more about PFC every 3, how to use food as fuel, how to eat clean, in a little bit more of a quote unquote DIY way. So our programs, for example, at Disruptive Nutrition are really about coaching personalized to you so that you understand not just about food, but about your mind and your sustainability so you can do this lifestyle forever. And I'm not saying that Nitro Nutrition is not about that, but in order to scale it, in order to bring it to the world, it couldn't be so one-on-one. Right. And so we don't have an option for just a scalable thing that's everybody can just sort of feed into. And now we do. So Nitro Nutrition and the program, along with the products and the community, may be more up your alley. Maybe you're like, Carrie, I know a lot about food, or Carrie, I recognize, and I've worked a lot of my mindsets already. I am really good with time management and structure. I just need to understand more about food. Or if you're a man and you're like, I don't know, I don't really want to like plug into the whole like working busy mom thing, right? That might be more about for you. Or if you are from all over the world and you're like, I want a community within my country that is living this lifestyle and doing this, that is what Nitro Nutrition is all about. And I get to be a big part of this movement. I, as a Kyani K-Nation Health Pro, am leading the movement of health pros to be able to bring this to people. So whether you're a health enthusiast or a health pro, a health enthusiast, I call somebody that is really focused on health and wellness and wants to really share this with others. Or if you're a health pro, a gym owner, a Pilates instructor, a chiropractor, a physical therapist, we are working to develop a community of health pros to be able to have a plug and play nutrition program so that you and your clients can win. And you don't have to develop your own nutrition plan at all. We've literally done it for you. And for those of you that want to learn more about this approach, those of you that are like, I get people all the time that I just want a food plan. I don't sell just a food plan because I know it's so much deeper than that. I want you to be able to win. But if you feel like you are absolutely motivated, encouraged, empowered, and you just need this information and you are going to be committed to it, Nitro Nutrition may be perfect for you. It's also at a lower price point. I'll be honest. And a lower price point, I mean free. So you get the program, the Nitro Nutrition program, which is part of a bigger movement, when you lock arms with Kyani and you buy a bundle of Nitro Nutrition products, which can be a protein shake, the nitric oxide, your collagen, your vitamins and minerals, along with a antioxidant immunity booster. Any one of the bundles that have a variety of options, you get a booklet with all the information that's kind of like right there for you on how to live this lifestyle. And then you get plugged into a Facebook group that Mark is in and that he is coaching people in. Now, you don't have your own coach. We're not doing personalized mindset work. This is how I look at it. Disruptive Nutrition is sort of like the Michael Kors, right? The designer line, the line that's got more for you in terms of support, more in depth. And then, you know how like Michael Kors sells in Target and it's awesome, but it's not exactly that same level? That might be what we're calling this Nitro Nutrition for you, if that is where you are. I have had so many different clients that said, listen, I need a reset, or I would really love to try these products. but I'm not ready to jump into one of your larger programs yet. Or I have my husband's friends that are men and they're like, I really need to learn what you're doing. And I'm like, plug into this. It is an amazing movement. And the big thing about this is that now we are around the world. We are literally launching all over the world. We've already launched in North America, Canada, Europe, Australia. We're launching in Malaysia, in Singapore, in Mexico, in all China, all over the world. So if you are in one of those countries now, we can bring this lifestyle to you. We are in Korea, we are in Japan. I mean, literally, we are now bringing this to the world. And so I find it exciting. I find it to be powerful, and we get to be a part of this. And so I wanted to be able to share with you today a little bit more about Nitro Nutrition and the movement behind it, because you're going to see my name attached to it and you're going to be like, what is she doing? Is she like disruptive nutrition? Disruptive nutrition always will be. And it is a very special community, a very special place. Not everybody's fully ready for it, and that's okay. And it might not be right for everybody, and that's okay as well. But you also might not be able to access it. You might not have that opportunity, whether financially or physically, depending on where you are in the world, to be able to access it. And so now we have another option for you. And if you're a health pro or know a health pro and know that nutrition is key for your client's success, then that is where I really am excited to plug in, because the more and more health pros around the world that are teaching this, that have the tools that we have developed so you can support your clients without a lot of work, but to bring in an additional income so that you can win, K-Nation Health Pro team that I get to be a part of and I can coach you on is a really exciting opportunity as well. So the Nitro Nutrition movement is a larger movement beyond disruptive nutrition, where there are a team of health pros. There is an organization called Kyani and celebrity nutritionists and the developer of PFC who have collaborated together to be able to bring something to the world that might be a little bit different than exactly what we do in disruptive nutrition, but the core foundation is the same. This might be a great starting point for you. This might be a great reset for you. Or like I said, if you are around the world and you want a community of other people in your country who are living this lifestyle, that might be your answer as well. So I'm excited to be able to really show you what this is all about, why I'm so passionate about it, and what we're going to do to change the world. Literally, Mark texts me just about every single day and says, we're changing the world, Super C, we're changing the world. And yes, I love that I get to change so many lives within disruptive nutrition, but to have an impact, to make a difference at a global level, you need people, you need partners, you need collaboration, you need a team, and we have it. And so I love that this is a little bit of an extension from what I've been doing right here with disruptive nutrition. Disruptive nutrition stays and it grows and it prospers. And we have another option for people all over the world. So if you want more information, I would love for you to be able to comment below, send me a message. Let's talk about what these options are, because it's powerful, it's exciting, and it's a way where everybody, health pros and those who need to take a hold of their health, can finally win at a long-term, sustainable, and simple solution. I am so proud to be a part of it. And I am proud that you get to be a part of this as well. You get to be a part of this movement. You get to share what this is all about with everybody. And at the end of the day, we all need to get healthy. We all need to have a better relationship with food. So however you do it, there is always a place for you here in our family, whether you go down the movement of Nitro Nutrition or work with us specifically with disruptive nutrition. This is important for everyone in this day and age right now, when we are talking more about being reactive to health than proactive. We all get to do our part to be able to make sure that us within ourselves are being the best that we can be, and that you are sharing this with as many people as you can as well. So let's get together. Let's work on this Nitro Nutrition movement. You want more information. You want it for yourself. You want it